Welcome to Guild Wars 2 Bazaar of the Four Winds Overview, with me, your host, Stomping Llama. Now, for those of you who are wondering what is going on and why I am doing this, I'm going to be archiving the Living Story updates from now on. The ones that have gone on previously, I can summarize in word form for you, but I will not be explained, but I do not have the footage to show you. This was due mainly to not having Aerothin or a proper character to 80, and the amount of time invested was disproportional. But first, we get some mail.
They'll have to hit much harder.
So Ellen Kale is on her way to Fort Mariner. She was, if you recall the Aetherblade Retreat dungeon run, the guild I'm in, True Gods, did. She was the person we helped along. She is also two previous updates actually, to Living World. She was the Lion Guard put in charge of the refugees from Craigstead and Yessa Plateau when they got pushed out by the Flame and Frost update. The Molten Alliance, that's what they were. Pardon my drawing a blank there. They signed contracts with the Consortium to put them on Southstone Cove, which was the previous update to the Aetherblade one. She was in charge of trying to keep the peace. She did a pretty good job of it, if I must say so myself. And that actually ties into the Lost Shores update, which was October, I believe, which is when South Sun was first unlocked. But regardless, let's see, are they in here? No, they must be up top by the looks of it. So let us go up top. Like I said, this is the Bazaar of the Four Winds. And this is the latest Living Story update.
Nice captain's uniform.
I stole it off those Aetherblades who attacked the Arch. I figured as long as I was taking one of their airships, I may as well take their look, too.
Did the swagger come with it? Or was that one of your own making?
That I was born with.
You ready to beat the smug off that greedy old pirate?
Nashblade? No problem. Well, small problem. Okay, so he's probably gonna smear me, but I'll give it my best shot.
Good. Don't underestimate him, and don't disappoint me. I'm sticking my neck out because I think you can win.
I'll do my very best.
All right, Captain Ellen Keel. You'd better go make sure your crew isn't robbing you blind.
Aye, aye.
Score one.
By the way, did you hear the Bazaar is back? They're expecting Zephyr Sanctum to make an appearance.
No kidding. I've heard the Bazaar can be dangerous.
And delightful. But I mention it to you for a reason. The Council has failed numerous times to acquire a trade agreement with the Sanctum. They'd be especially appreciative to any individual who managed to broker one.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. Go work that smile on the Zephyrites. You've got a better chance than those crusty old pirates on the Council.
I've always wanted to go to a Bazaar. I've never been able to take the time off. Consider it done, Captain.
Wonderful idea, Magnus. And who better to negotiate a trade agreement than the head of the Black Lion Trading Company?
Well, that was interesting. A good way to make the Black Lion Trading Company seem rather evil. Well then, that's all we had to do. Now, with this update, there came many other things. there came a major achievement overhaul, which you saw happen just not that long ago, when we first logged on. That was the achievement chest. And now that we've completed Strangers from the Sky, let us go see about getting to this bazaar. Now, the bazaar itself is a temporary map, so be sure and grab it while you can. Let us talk to this field reporter. Like I said, this is short. We do not expect this to last much more than a month at most. 2 weeks is probably the most common to do. This is the ship that used to take us to South Sun Cove. You can still get there, but via an Asura gate. So now this will take us to the Labyrinthine Cliffs, which is the Bazaar of the Four Winds new map. And now we are here. There is a lot to do here, so let's get started. Let's see, there is apparently an event going on. Deliver supplies. There's the Bazaar of the Four Winds. Traders everywhere. People dying. Again, I'm not ever quite sure how they do that. But apparently, somehow, they do. Ah, a Sun Adept. Well, that is, shall we say, a rather interesting way to do things. This is apparently something apparently we have to run through the waterfalls. Do I know exactly why? No.
I'm half afraid to eat any of the food here and half thrilled to try something exotic.
Rather interesting. We do need to collect these sky crystals, I believe. There we go.
Quickly.
Now we do have to make it to the drop-off point, which I'm not sure where exactly that would be located. Ah, someone else is up here we need to talk to. And this is a quartz crystal formation. These give us quartz crystals, which are the very, very new things. Oh goodness! Apparently you have to do 2 and then 1. That was, shall we say, awkward. But since we are here at the waypoint station again, and you will have to ignore the sound lag, there are 5 traders we need to talk to. But of course, more crystal first. would be these individuals. These guys are the fortune scrap traders. They trade all sorts of things for scrap. Now, these Sanctum supply boxes, guaranteed to contain one recipe that Quartz has. That's a Quartz recipe. Guaranteed. What is so somewhat interesting about it is it's a new prefix. Armor or weapons. I'm not actually sure if it's weapons or armor or both. But regardless, they are very much useful. They are an increase to all your stats, but they are much more complicated to get and use than
That's your final offer?
you would expect.
Alright, it's a deal.
Ah, a hidden artifact. A hidden crystal.
Melissa aid you.
Interesting things here at this bazaar. It is, you could say, rather bizarre. But now we have attained another crystal. Oh goodness, you're not supposed to do that either. Well, that was not useful, but we are supposed to find sky crystals. They are everywhere. There are 52 of them on the map. We need to find 40 of them somehow. Am I exactly sure how? No. Yes, we are supposed to run through these waterfalls. That is very good to know. That it wasn't just wasted in there. I can't say hoisted, but... Ooh, chaos creature. Oh, cool. Let us help with this. Someone has summoned a chaos creature. I'm not sure how, and I'm not sure why, but they did. In any case, he doesn't last long, as you would expect. Unfortunately, we just lost all of our aspects. It is unfortunate, but we can see what we can do about getting some of those back. Another crystal anyway. Quite useful. So let us add that achievement, the Sky Crystals one, to our watch list. Ah, lessons from the sky. Like I said, there are 40 of them we need to find. In any case, let us see about making this jump for once.
I don't sell that kind of thing. Try someone else.
That Kylek had some rather interesting cooking materials on him.
Excelsior.
Building adrenaline.
Food? Interesting. Some of these people have halfway interesting items for sale. Nothing unique, per se, but still very unusual. And jump! And jump! Okay, this is much harder than you would expect, but we do need to get up here. Ah, another quartz node.
Good hunting.
You must visit more often.
silly things in map chat that always go on. Always keep an eye out for those crystal nodes. Not just the quartz, but the sky crystals. They're awesome. Ah! This is one of the mini-games they introduced. This is the Belch challenge, the Belcher's Bluff challenge. It's based off of something you have a chance of doing in your main story. Let us... Ah. This is the Grand Master.
Any crates my way lately. I hope we get more spirits before I dry up.
And now, we can find out where these others are. We are going to have to challenge all those in order to get achievements, which is a very important thing with this updaters, the achievements now. I wonder if... I cannot make that jump if I tried. Whew, Nelly, that was close. Well, it was worth a shot, you do have to admit. Now we are going to have to try again. Let's cut to where I'm back up there, shall we? I see that crystal over there. The question is, how does one get it? We'll probably have to return with the aspect of wind. Or maybe not. Not at all. Not at all. There's a lot to explore. I wonder. Ah, I thought there was another sky crystal possibly over here. Ah, another one! Ah, a jumping crystal. Brilliant! No, that's not one of those. That is a lightning pole crystal. Completely different crystal altogether. As you can see, it just literally pulls things. I suppose that could possibly, potentially be useful. With the enemies that are spawning everywhere, it is entirely likely that it is useful. But as you can see, we made it about halfway up to Zephyr Sanctum, which is where the Bazaar actually is. But we didn't even get to meet the Thunder aspect guy. I discovered, you may or may not have seen this over here. We can get this rather easily. You need to remember that you can stop yourself. You can stop the sun dash. It's the only way to get it. As you can see, that is a much shorter version of the typical commune. When you commune with, say, points of power, which are going to play a very important role in the making of celestial gear, which is the stuff quartz is used to make. Apparently, there's stuff up here. Ah, but I don't have a jump crystal. We should go grab one of those in order to recharge our speed of light dash. There's the Wind Adept we talked to quite a while ago, actually, to be perfectly honest. A lot of unusual things on sale, as you can see. Some people have artifacts, some people have all sorts of weird things over. Okay, and up we go. And there's our recharge. Because you probably will need it. I kid, but you probably might. Regardless, recharging the jump one is not particularly hard. It is, after all, free of charge over here. And let's do this! Now this I could see potentially... Oh, there's another... Oh no, that's the same one we got earlier. Why would I even bother trying to get it again? I could potentially see lag, causing problems. However, that is an entirely different matter altogether. Another thunder... Ah, this must be the thunder pole.
Good to meet you. Can I help you? May Dwayna bless you.
Okay, apparently we have to, thunder pole ourselves. And that is thunder pole. Actually quite a useful ability from the looks of it. I'm still wondering how we get over there, but we'll worry about that later. What is this?
I could pretty much kill
selling some
I'll
more
never forget.
cooking things. We could probably use Thunderpole to get over there. We'll have to try that at some point in time. Is that another? Yes! I thought you tried to hide that from me. That is another Sky Crystal. Haha! Game thought it could take that from me. Or at least hide it.
I simply had to buy it. It was so odd.
And those are the aspects. And their various uses in getting around. Ah! Captain Ellen, let us talk to you.
I'd offer the traditional pirate's greeting, but your spleen is better unperforated.
Ah, Dr. Captain Ellen. Wow.
Welcome to the Bazaar.
That was quite an introduction to the airship. Ah, another quartz. Crystal formation. I want the quartz crystal formation, not the zephyrite. Thank you very much, game. Now, let's talk to Nashblade. He is a rather odd char. He really is. He is just kind of awesome. Because he exhibits a love for trade rather than war, and that is unusual among the char. Now there is an hourly fireworks show that goes off over here. I'm going to have to try and capture that. I figured out how to get over here. It Didn't take much logic at all. Just a little bit of a, okay, you use Thunder Pull, and use Thunder Pull. Then you get the Sky Crystal. And then a Thunder Pull, and here you have to use the targeted Thunder Pull in order to get back. Not hard, just a little bit of something I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Thunder Pull to be that useful. But it really, really is. Ooh, Ice Elemental has spawned. We should probably help kill that. If not, kill it ourselves, because we are just that powerful. Oh, I forgot I have that skill. That would be a bad skill to lose, in which case, goodbye, Thunder Ice Elemental.
If I count to 3, there's gonna be...
In any case, I was talking about the fireworks that go on. These fireworks take place around here-ish, not far from this waypoint we need to get at. And there's the drop-off point. If you can get the supplies here. I'm pretty sure I could do it now, but that would be rather interesting. Now these kites, some of them have disappeared in the land. We'll have to track some down at some point in time, I guess. Another Sky Crystal. Make sure everything appears to be going smooth enough. Our charges are getting a little low on Thunderbolt. Fortunately, there are plenty of aspect crystals we need that are around. I thought there might be one up there. And I am correct. Fortunately, I don't think we have to jump up there. Well, Thunder Pull our way up there. We might. Let's see. Probably, if I'm perfectly honest. Not hard. That's just unfortunately another charge we do not have on our Thunder Pull anymore. We may need to Thunder Pull ourselves up there. Thunder Pull appears to be far more useful than I would expect. Ah! A Sun Boost. Good. Let's keep our remaining charges on Thunder Pull and try to avoid using them. In the meantime, let's head up to Zephyr Sanctum itself.
Wind, sun, and lightning. Can you master the forces?
What is this all about? Ah, the Sanctum Sprint. Another, I believe this is the permanent minigame. It's a nice run.
Learn the ways of the Zephyrites. Discover the 3 aspects.
These people are, like the one guy said, we're not exactly sure where these people are from. They appear to be from the other continents other than Tyria, but we're not sure, or at least descended from people from those continents, which Tyria has not had contact with since Zaitan rose. Ah, this must be that we shall investigate. It is written wind. Why is it written wind? This might be the diving puzzle, the diving goggles. Maybe. Or not. Honestly, I do not know. Ah, I may run out of charges. This would be very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Because I just ran out of charges. And this one is a Thunder Pull. I wonder if there's anything legitimately up there.
As are the wind, the sun, and the lightning.
If they kill so many people, doesn't that make them evil?
Have you not known wind or sun or lightning to kill people?
Well, yes.
There, you have your answer.
It appears to be just a location dedicated to each of them.
The greatest dragon of all, though she was not one of the most powerful. She spoke to
Ah,
her mind.
another sky crystal. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. But why are there things all the way out here? Ah, another sky crystal. This just seems like rather precarious. Probably not the smartest idea to be out here wandering around like this. I'm pretty sure in real life you would have been arrested by now. But again, this is Tyria. Oh goodness. We're dead. Concentration. I'm not sure we can make it up there with that. Skill. Can we? Nope, we cannot cheat it. Not like that. In that case, what we may need to do... I have a feeling that is not correct. No, most definitely that is incorrect. If that is the case, as it appears to be, what is the correct method to getting up here? Is there a correct method? What would this correct method be? Haha. Haha. And a sky crystal. Unusual, but among the other potential things, not that awkward. Unfortunately, we have now officially run out of a proper jump. This could be very problematic.
There are many great people.
Ah, yes, those people back there are talking about Glint, an old servant of the great crystal dragon who turned good and saved the initial races, the elder races, from the wrath of the elder dragons. The first time they, last time they rose, I shouldn't say the first. Now, this is the unusual part. This is where I was trying, and what we all were trying, was different than what is actually the direction we need to go. And now we need to aim carefully in order to not get ourselves thrown off. Like that! No! So close. This takes careful aiming. There we go. From here, I'm willing to bet the goggles are down here. Be careful when walking on narrow planks! And now, be very careful. These may look like your standard things, but you can slip off far easier than you would expect. And now, we continue up. Very small movements. And here are the goggles. Shall we do this? Let's do this! And woohoo! Best dive ever. For that was, indeed, the best dive ever. You could never get better. There's one, all the way out here, that's been taunting us for quite some time. There's also that one up there, which we cannot get. So instead, let us focus on completing another achievement. As you can see, this little map is all the way out here, just west of the Mount Maelstrom map. But instead, let's focus on getting some of these signature moves, some of the students of the great Omnum Juice Drinker. She is around here somewhere. She is Maddie. And she should kind of stick out. There's a tour guide. There's a Zachariah. Merchants, shopkeepers, all sorts of things. Should be around here. In any case. Of course, she is located on the minimap, so I should have just been paying attention to that. That would be my mistake. Ah, yes.
How do you feel? I am like so ready to destroy you. Woo!
To Queen Jenna. Shut up now! I can't hear anything.
No way! You did not just cheat! You loser!
Ran into an Asura. Called me a buka. I think she was hitting on me.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
My mug has gone empty. Bartender!
No way! You did not just cheat! You loser! I don't care. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I might not make it.
To Queen Jenna!
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Shut up now! I can't hear anything. Ran into an Asura. Called me a buka. I think she was hitting on me.
You are such a damper, you know that?
My mug is gone empty.
Whew, that was quite an annoying one. The key is, when she's wooing, definitely bluff as much as you can. Fortunately, she's one of the harder ones. Unfortunately, she's one of the harder ones. So... apparently there are no achievements for that, because we have to beat the Grand Master. So instead, let us head to Ratasum. This one is supposedly very easy. Other side of the map, but it's not like it's hard to get to. Birdie.
Speak.
Let us go.
Prepare your pride for a pummeling.
Ah yes, a signature skill. We do have one, don't we? Ah yes, we do have woo. Let us see what we should do first. Let's belch in their face. A little bit of om-nom juice never hurt anybody, now did it?
Amazing!
You paid the price.
Haha! We've successfully countered his fake.
Back in my day, we dug tunnels with only this swill to wet our...
Back in my day. We need to be careful not to do anything to her during that. Otherwise, she will severely punish us.
Back in my day, we dug tunnels with only this swill to wet our...
As you'd expect, it is a very useful skill, this would be.
Back in my day, we dug tunnels with only this swill to wet our...
Now let us belch.
Told you I'd be back.
My old bones, my old... You're not buying it, are you? Back in my day, we dug tunnels with only this swill to wet our... Saw that? My faculties may be slowing, but I'm no boob.
I disagree. Birdie, you're actually extremely simple.
Back in my day, we dug tunnels with only this swill to wet our...
The easier of the bunch we've had to deal with so far. Let's try another belch. This should significantly hurt. Haha! Fake cannot be punished!
Congratulations. You outdrank a grandmother. Put that on your resume, Prodigy.
Well, that was just mean. So let us head to the Grove next, since we're in the general vicinity. Now, let's find him. The reason I've never really liked Dreamer's Terrace is because it's kind of oddly designed. The Corsair.
Don't I make a dashing pirate?
Fit and
I've got the
feisty.
look. Here, I'll show you.
Let's go. Oh, choose a signature move. Oh, we can only have one. Let us try a belch right away.
That's what you get.
Haha! It worked! A fake.
You walked right out of my dream. Be gone, Percy.
Haha! Take that, you silly old man. A youngster.
Why, you son of a scuttlebutt.
Ooh, he is actually being quite difficult with his punishing. He's being quite useful. He's using the water a lot. And this is actually being extremely annoying.
You paid the price.
All hands on deck. I'm gonna swig me some swill.
Now, his special ability reduces the amount of damage he takes for 3 turns. This is significant. Trust me.
All hands on deck. I'm gonna swig me some swill. All hands on deck. I'm gonna swig me some swill.
What that even means, I do not understand.
Arg! All hands on deck. I'm gonna swig me some swill.
As you can see, this is just a long, drawn-out fight. Much easier than the first one we went to, but at the same time, not quite as
I'm gonna swig me
awesome
some swill.
as her. Now, here's where you have to be careful. You need to manage your health. But you don't want to be caught bluffing because that will reduce your health. Fortunately, he does not appear to be belching a lot. But you have to be careful not to get caught. When you're in a situation like this, you want to bluff because regardless of what happens, you can heal. He has nothing to stop us healing, unlike the first lady.
All hands on deck. I'm gonna swig me some swill.
Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reduce my health, but get me a belch. He's got a habit of bluffing a ton, so I can catch him in a bluff. Which then while healing is on a cooldown.
Foul-tasting sludge has sure done
Perfect
me
timing.
as a number.
3 moves down. Now we head to Holbrick. This one is gonna be fun.
My gut reigns supreme. Over already? Let's take a moment to appreciate this blend's bold
The most
undertones.
painful lesson I've ever learned. Chartails are not easily detachable. I was so thirsty.
Let's take a moment to appreciate this blend's bold undertones. There! Pace yourself, or you'll miss the subtle flavors in each sip. Let's take a moment to appreciate this blend's bold undertones. Let's take a moment to appreciate this blend's bold undertones.
Oh, I'm so close to dead. This is gonna be close. And we are hardly there.
I was distracted.
Oh!
Smoky flavor and
oh, we did it. That was amazingly amazing. With him out of the way, there's only one left, and this guy is like the easiest of them all. Okay. Where is this char at? As you would expect in the main HQ. All this to get the achievement. This is the permanent minigame, by the way, not the Sanctum Sprint, which I was previously referring to. This could actually be quite fun. It can be done with players, so feel free. And there he is. Graster Breakerbane. It's on, Graster.
Drinking is like thinking.
Now the one you want to use for him is Woo. As you can see, he's got a lot less health. But what he does a lot is heal.
Chemistry wins.
And now we want to Woo.
Not bad. But my calculations still say I have
See, Woo
68%
damages him when he heals. He does that a lot.
But statistically, my odds were
And
significantly
that was
higher.
for science.
I need to go
For science increases your healing capabilities. But with that all done, we've got a Grandmaster to talk to. And now, let us go challenge the Grandmaster. He deserves it. Took us this long. Took us forever to beat his apprentices, essentially. And people are going to be using these aspects to explore like no one's business, so... Let's go. Let's lightning pull our way to victory. $9,000 damage. It hurt a little. We've got enough health. Grandmaster. Okay. Patrons are being unfriendly. Oh, I forgot I have those on. Instigator. There we go. And there he is. Poyakwi. You sent me on an errand to fight your apprentices. Now you. You are next on my list. Oh, you have got a special arena for this. I like your style. Bring it on. Now, the skill you will want for him is critique. Why? We are going to partially kind of try and cheese this. Why do I say this? Because he is going to cheat. We critique, and he copies our exact movements. Everything we do, he is going to copy.
The eye of the sun sees all. The eye of the sun sees all.
Okay, we cannot fake. Bluff.
Must not taste the file. Must overcome the file. The eye of the sun sees all.
And now he has activated his thing again.
He was so thirsty.
The eye of the sun sees all.
I do not know what Spirit's Vision does exactly, but I can tell that I've probably ended up losing this one.
The eye of the sun sees all.
Ah, he sees exactly what we do.
The sun sees all. The sun flows through me. You will fail.
Only thing you're good for is fertilizer.
He's not supposed to do that. He is not supposed to do that.
You have my respect, Tadpole. the sun flows through me, you will fail.
I may be green, but you're yellow.
Bring it on, Frogman. Is this the best you got?
The eye of the sun sees all.
Ah, you saw exactly what we're doing.
The eye of the sun sees all.
Ah, this is him getting focused.
Must not taste the file. Must overcome the file.
Just have to keep your health up.
The eye of the sun sees all.
I was so thirsty.
We can do this.
The eye of the sun sees all.
Fortunately, that seems to break pretty much as a bit when the buff pops up. Oh, I healed. I shouldn't have healed. Should not have healed. You have to watch for when it goes down. Actually, I think we might be able to just straight up beat him.
The eye of the sun sees all.
And now we're gonna belch in his face.
Victory.
You got it.
A second taste.
And that is how you beat the Grandmaster, Oyuwaki. And get another achievement. Join me in the next video when we start exploring what's now scattered about the world of Tyria. This is Stomping Llama, signing out.